I'm on a high right now. Nothing can bring me down. Shout out to CinemaShogun for the best Gypsy Rose videos around. Gypsy Rose has now come out and revealed that she is struggling with her mental health. She says that the media has had a negative impact on her mental stability, on her mental health overall. And I know a lot of people feel a lot of different ways about Gypsy, but I believe her. I believe that Gypsy is struggling with her mental health. I fully believe that the media is having a negative effect on Gypsy's health, or on her mental health at least, and maybe even her physical health. However, I don't feel bad for her one bit. She's telling people, oh, I'm struggling mentally. The media has affected my mental health. Trying to play a victim, trying to make people feel bad for her once again, like she always does. There's only one problem though. Gypsy is literally doing interviews with the media, telling them how the media has affected her mental health. Oh, woe is me. I'm a victim. I'm a victim of the media. The media is causing me to struggle with mental health issues. Meanwhile, you're saying this while doing an interview with the media to promote your new TV show. Now, how does that make sense? You want people to feel bad for you. Oh, the media, it's having a negative effect on me mentally. Meanwhile, here I am giving a report to the media, doing interviews with the media. Here I am filming TikTok shows, TikTok videos with the media. Here I am working with TMZ, selling them photos and rumors of myself. But I want to complain about the media. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, in case you didn't know those details, Gypsy Rose has been selling photos of herself to TMZ. All of the rumors, all of the dark details that we hear about Gypsy Rose's life, no one is digging through her information to reveal this stuff. Gypsy is working with the media outlets, talking to them directly, giving them information, selling them the information. And then she wants to act like she's going through so much. I'm such a victim when the media talks about the rumors that I sold them. I'm such a victim when the media is showing these paparazzi photos that my stepmother took of me that we sold to TMZ. And when I see stuff like this, when I see stuff like Gypsy Rose is trying to pull right now, it makes me sick. It makes me absolutely sick, because there's still some nice, kind-hearted people out there in the world that are too naive to understand how someone like Gypsy Rose operates. There's still people out there in this world that have nothing but love to give. And these people are often sheltered. And they're often taken advantage of. Their kindness, their kind-heartedness is often taken advantage of by people like Gypsy Rose. Think of like a old sweet grandma looking at Gypsy Rose's situation like, oh, bless her heart. Not realizing that Gypsy Rose is a straight up sociopath that absolutely destroys and wrecks the lives of anyone that she comes encounter with in order to further herself in life for her own personal gain. Gypsy Rose wants the world to feel bad for her, even though Gypsy Rose is incapable of feeling bad for anyone else. Gypsy Rose is one of the most selfish people that I can think of off the top of my head. And her actions continue to prove that. Gypsy Rose wants everyone to feel bad for her when it's obvious that Gypsy Rose uses actual human beings as objects. That's all. As objects that she can dispose of once she uses them for whatever she wants to use them for. So when I see her out here playing the victim, knowing that behind the scenes, Everything we hear about Gypsy, everything we see about Gypsy is coming directly from Gypsy. The media isn't digging into her life. No, she's filming a reality show about her life. Paparazzi aren't following her around everywhere she goes. No, her stepmom is following her around everywhere she goes, taking photos and selling them to TMZ. Now, as I said earlier, I fully believe that all of this is affecting Gypsy Rose's mental health. But this is a problem that Gypsy Rose has caused for herself. Because obviously Gypsy values the attention and the money that she's getting from selling these photos and rumors more than she values her own mental health. And in the long run, I think that she's going to regret it. Because if we live in a just society full of sane people, which we don't, Gypsy Rose won't be famous for much longer. This little Gypsy Rose shindig will go on for another year or so, and then it will fizzle out and you won't hear about her anymore. And when that time comes, Gypsy Rose is probably going to regret a lot of the things that she did early on once she got out of prison. Now, to be fair, I do think there's a possibility that Gypsy Rose kind of somewhat stays in the limelight for longer than a few years because the internet has taken an interest in her. And they haven't taken an interest in her in a positive way. It's more so a negative way. Like all of the attention that Gypsy Rose wants, that she's so desperately trying to get, she's getting it, but she's getting negative attention. No one's tuning in to support Gypsy Rose. No one's tuning in because they like Gypsy Rose. People are tuning in because they want to see her fall. People are tuning in because they hate her. You know, Gypsy Rose's reality show is going to have more hate watchers than supporters. So I hope Gypsy Rose realizes that as she continues to do these media tours while claiming that the media is affecting her mental health. I hope she realizes that all of this attention she's getting, most of it is not positive. Most of it is not positive at all. But yeah, I take mental health very seriously. I feel like we have a mental health crisis in this country and in the world right now. And I feel like we need to start having more constructive conversations about people's mental health. And that's why this bothers me so much. Like, I'm not bothered by any of the stuff that I really talk about when it comes to Gypsy Rose or a lot of the other stories I cover, but this bothers me because we're in a time where we really need to start having these conversations about people's mental health. And then we have someone like Gypsy Rose wanting to play the victim, wanting to talk about her mental health and how she's going through so much. Meanwhile, she's out in LA going on media tours, promoting a new TV show, signed a deal for another TV show, signed a deal for another book. But oh, the media is just affecting me mentally. Meanwhile, here I am doing an interview with Entertainment Tonight. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. But she wants to have her cake and eat it too. And that's one thing that people like me and people like you watching this video, we can't allow it. Because when we're having this discussion about mental health issues in America or in the world overall, we need to have discussions about people like Gypsy Rose. Because she's making the situation worse. And she's trying to draw attention when it comes to this conversation. She wants the attention to be focused on her. So she could be this victim. Everyone feel bad for me, even though here I am selling my secrets, selling my rumors, selling my photos to the media, and Gypsy Rose is popping in front of any camera she can find. Literally any camera she can find. I mean, really think about it, folks, just for 1 second. If the media was having a negative effect on your mental health, what would you do? Maybe you would stop talking to the media. Maybe you would try to live a private life. Maybe you would stay off of social media. What has Gypsy done? She's complaining that the media is affecting her mental health. Meanwhile, she just caught a flight to LA to go meet up with TMZ, to go do these tours, to talk to these famous TikTokers, to do these reality shows, to do these interviews with these different media outlets. It's absolutely ass backwards, which it lets you know, like I said, she wants to have her cake and eat it too. She wants to put herself in front of every camera she can find. She wants to get as much attention as she can, and then she wants to complain about it afterwards, because at the end of the day, what's even more important than being famous for Gypsy Rose is being a victim. And that's one of the problems that we're facing in America overall. It's the fact that no longer do people want to be firefighters or astronauts. No one wants to be the next president. No one has dreams or ambitions. Everyone just wants to be a victim. Because being a victim gets you where Gypsy is at right now. Maybe you want to be an astronaut. Well, guess what? Chances are you probably won't be. Maybe you want to do this. Maybe you want to do this. No. What kids are seeing these days is when you act out, when you do crazy things, it's incentivized. It's rewarded. So, in Gypsy's mind, as much as she wants to be famous, she also wants to be viewed as a victim. And the two are kind of clashing against each other. And me and you, normal, sane people, we can see that. But a lot of these weirdos, they don't understand. They can't tell. They can't put two and two together. They can't see how hypocritical it is to complain about your mental health and how it's being affected by the media, while talking to the media, while promoting a reality show, after just signing a deal for another reality show, after just signing a new book deal to put even more of your information, personal information, and secrets on blast. But we're going to continue to watch this train wreck play out. I'll continue to call things out. I hope you all start gaining the courage to start calling stuff out like this too. And I'm not just talking about Gypsy Rose. I'm talking about all of the nonsense that we're facing in our society. But for now, let me know what you think down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. If you would like to donate, you can donate via CashApp or Super Thanks. But with all of that being said, I'll talk to you all soon in the next one.